Good evening, fellow Nigerians and lovers of Nigeria. I hope we are all doing great today. Do not give up. It is your turn to be happy. We know that this year's election is the main interest of every Nigerian, both home and abroad. Our broadcast today is to educate our people about this unique election. Therefore, we have with us here today some of the Labour Party candidates contesting for different political positions and two of my fellow comrades. They will address many concerns many Nigerians have concerning this history-making election. Do not be left behind and be responsible and vote wisely. So, join us and enjoy yourself. Please keep sharing this broadcast and help many people get right information and direction about this election. Briefly, we would like to hear from, first of all, my fellow comrades that we are working together, partners in service, in sacrifice to ensuring that Nigerians are well informed about this coming election. And after that, we go to the contestants, or what we may call the candidates of this coming election. So, on this note, I call on one of my comrades, Mr. Emmanuel, to start off. Thank you. Mr. Comrade Emmanuel, please.
Yeah, okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters of Nigeria. My name is Comrade Emmanuel, a co-host for this very program. You are welcome to this very edition of our interaction with the candidates for P2B around the nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And can we have Mr. Oh, it's Dr. Eze. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Nigerians. Good evening, the supporters of P2B. This is Dr. Eze Oyekache Richard, the National Convener P2B Law Class Group and one of the organizers of this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I'll call on the first contestant for this year's election, Godison, to introduce himself to the Nigerians. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Nigerians. Good evening, my beloved obedience. My name is Honorable Ayang Godson Chidi, an engineer by profession, a beloved obedience, and a man for a better Nigeria, a better River State, and a better Ichien Omomo people. Thank you.
And the next is Mr. Usolo.
Thank you, the viewers, the good people of Nigeria, and the obedient family. Thank you. My name remains Comrade Emeka Osolo, the House of Assembly candidate, Eza Northeast constituency, Ebonyi State of Nigeria.
You are all welcome to this event, and I hope by the end of today's broadcast, many Nigerians will be fully informed of their rights and what they should do in order to bring the new Nigeria. On this note, I want to call on Mr. Anyang to tell Nigerians. Oh, before that, let me ask, because it better come from this wonderful man that sacrificing a lot to ensure that Nigerians come out to vote. Mr. Anyang and Mr. Emmanuel Nwachukwu, can you please throw the first bomb to to the candidates? Let's see what they have for Nigerians. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, all comrades and candidates who are here with us, and all viewers worldwide, wherever you might be watching from. First of all, we would like to ask the questions for our comrades. We will have to take it one after the other. This is the question number one we have for two of you. I would like Honorable Anyanwu to go first on this question before Comrade Osolo comes in. Tell Nigerians, please, let them know what will be your contribution to your community and to the President P2B and the Labour Party itself when you are voted into power. Honorable Anyanwu, please, you go first.
Okay, thank you very much. Very simple. We will assist the president in effective legislation, and we will help in changing the country from consumption to production. We all know that our country at the moment is in a mess, in a very big mess. A lot of things has gone in disarray. We will assist the president in making things right, especially from the legislative angle. Back to my community, I have told them all engage in massive skill acquisition program, massive health programs, and massive programs. Thank you.
Yeah, then, Comrade Emeka, please, the same question goes to you. If I will repeat it, it says, what is going to be your contribution to your community, to the president, Peter Obi, and to Labour Party if you are voted into power?
Yeah, thank you very much. Before now, we all are aware that this country is a verge of collapsing. And if nothing is done fast, this country will be destroyed. If given an opportunity to serve as a House of Assembly member under my constituency, having witnessed a lot of ravages of poverty in my place, I will help to introduce small and medium enterprises through the development of skill acquisitions. If I'm given opportunity to serve, we will help to inculcate the rural dwellers, the rural areas into the government to benefit through the economic expansion, through the agricultural development. So who will help the Mr. President to bring down the development into the rural area.
And how are you going to help in general to uplift the flag of the Labour Party itself, or in time to come, to build it up so that they continue in their quest and the willingness to do the better thing for Nigeria as an upcoming party?
Like I said before now, Nigeria in general is witness a lot of poverty, insecurity. But if given an opportunity, we will ensure that it brings government close to the rural areas through the road network, through the infrastructure development, and do or what not.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then the moderator, please, over to you.
Thank you very much, my distinguished comrades. We want to call on Dr. Eze to put a strong challenge, test the credibility and his party to candidates to see what they can offer Nigerians. It's not about vote for me, it's what are you ready to offer to Nigerians? Because our sufferings don't do. Thank you. Dr. Eze.
Thank you very much. And I welcome all of you. My question is like this. Since you people are aware that you are not the only contestant in your constituency, you may have other political parties in your constituency. Why do you now think that you are the best candidate for your constituency under Labour Party? And why did you decide to run for this election if you are not a politician or if you have not contested the election before now? We want to know why you choose or why you think that you are the best candidate for your constituency since other people are there. Thank you.
Can I come in?
Yes, Dr. Honorable, you go first then.
Okay. First and foremost, I am from Eche, Omoma Federal Constituency. I understand from 1999 to date, since the return of democracy, my people has not felt the dividends of democracy. We have people from different parties like the APC and the PDP, and presently the APC as incumbent. And we have a situation where people rent kiosks, people rent rooms, one room or the other as constituency offices. We have said that when we come or if we're elected, we will build a constituency office in the first 6 months in office. And we are very sure that coming from my place, Eche and Omoma, we are the third largest contributor of oil and gas production in Nigeria. And the dividends for those productions are very, very, very insignificant. We have said we will support strong legislations that will bring good governance to our people, that will alleviate poverty from our people, that will support our agricultural program, because we have vast land in Eche. If you know Eche is about 400 square kilometers 460 kilometers square land, and there's nothing to show for it. So I think who will come into power and why we think we are better than others is they have all been tested and they have nothing to show for it. One has been there somewhere in the assembly for 12 years, and the other one has been there in the present National Assembly and has not been able to raise one bill, not even one motion. We think we can do better. We can raise strong legislative measures that could affect our people directly. We think we can impact directly on our people by improving on skill acquisition programs and better health medical programs. Thank you very much.
I think there's a second question to that. He said, what is your motivation in coming into the electoral, the political system this time, since you've not been a politician, or have you been? You explain to the people. But if it is your first entry, you have to explain what motivated you this time to be in politics.
Okay, this is not my first time. In 2007, I contested for House of Assembly under the platform of the AC Action Congress. But my motivation plainly is simple. There is no good governance to our people. Our people are being deceived. Our people are just helpless. Our people needs help. Our people needs to be redeemed. I think if I'm elected or if I'm voted into office, I will go a long way to touch our people, to make them see the difference of what they think politics is all about and what we're about to offer. Because we're going to offer something totally different that will benefit and touch them directly from what they've ever seen before. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dr. Eze. Yes. Hello.
I'm here.
Good. The question goes to the next candidate, Mr.
The
Emeka.
next question goes to the next.
The same question
Okay.
goes to the next candidate, Mr. Emeka Usolo.
Okay. Emeka, do you still remember the question?
Yeah, very well, very well. Or you can repeat it.
Or I should?
Yeah, I remember the question. You say, why do you decide to run for this election since you are not a politician? That was your question, isn't it? Are you hearing me?
Yes, go on, Mr. Emeka. Go on and answer the question
Okay.
as much as you remember.
Okay, thank you. Before now, I've witnessed a lot of administrations in my constituency, as I not this constituency. As an entrepreneur, if given an opportunity to be elected as a House of Assembly member, I will, before now, I've built up to 150 persons under my entrepreneur as an entrepreneur without being in the government. If given an opportunity through the skill acquisition I have been produced, I will make sure my people are benefited. I will ensure that there is adequate representation through the skill acquisitions if elected.
Thank you.
Are you hearing me?
Thank you. We're here. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see from my end. We know it's not easy contesting under Labour Party. And we know that your opponent says to you that you have no structure. And then yet you decide to run under this party. So my question will be, what are the difficulties you are going through with other party contestants, knowing fully well they have old structure with dubious intentions? What are the difficulties and how do you intend to address these challenges to ensure that you become the winners. And let me start with Mr. Godison Anyang. Please, sir.
My moderator, my name is Godson, not Godison.
Oh, Godson, sorry about that. I apologize.
Yeah, Godson. I am
Godson.
Godson Chidi.
Well done, well done. Thank you for that correction. Noted.
Okay, for your question, it said, how do we intend to come back?
We know that your party is relatively new in the sense that they have not secured the most political positions in the past in Nigeria. And you have decided to run through this party. Some opponents have accused you, saying that you have no structure to win an election. And so the question is, what are the difficulties you are going through with other party contenders, knowing fully well they are the old structure with devious intentions? And how do you intend to address these challenges to ensure that people trust you and ensure that you win at the end of everything? Thank you. So I want Mr. Godson Anyanwu to go first.
Okay. First and foremost, the structure is me, the structure is you, the structure is the people who has felt the impact of the suffering of democracy since the inception of democracy since 1999. We are all the structure. There's nobody that is more structured than the people, which is directly feeling the pain, which they have the direct impact of bad governance of the two political parties that have ruled this country since 1999. I think the structure is settled because the structure is already the people. We can do better because now at the point in time, the people are behind the new party, Labour Party. But our challenges are simple. For a very long time, our people have been impoverished. For a very long time, our people have been made to go hungry. So they have placed our people to the situation where they can dangle anything like rice, 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira to their face and make them think that should make our people elect them again and continue suffering, which I believe our people has gone beyond that level. And same time, our challenges has been finance. These people from these parties has acquired enough stolen wealth to come back and tell our people that they will do whatever thing they cannot do. And our people are very much aware that whatever they have are stolen finance, and whatever they have are promises never kept. Whatever they have told them are what they can never do. So our people are believing in us. Our people want us to show a little bit, a dramatic expression of what Labour Party can do. Our people want us to get down to the grassroots. Our people want us to go down to tell them what they because they believe in the Labour Party. They want our principal, Gregory P2B, is planning for the country, will do for the country, will be there for the country. And they also want to believe that most of us are sharing the same vision. That is why they want to hear from us. That is why they want us to come down and talk to them. We'll be having the challenges of small logistics, which I think by the grace of God, it will be over in less than no time. I think with all these things, the people of Nigeria know that Labour Party, our principal, Dr. P2B, has come to rescue Nigeria. And there's nothing more than that when you have the people as a structure. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Thank you. Before you go, can you tell us? We know that politics is about campaigning, is about getting to the grassroots, and we know that get meat. Now, body of the cow, where you dey get that meat? So, can you tell us? Do you have difficulties in getting your message across to the grassroots and convincing them to vote for you? How do you intend to address those difficulties, if there is any? Thank you.
Okay, our difficulties are simple. We need funds. We need funds in the sense that publicity. We need funds in the sense that logistics. We need funds in the sense that we can produce materials like aprons, banners, and so to share to our people and give to our people to make them feel the impact of Labour Party. That has been just our simple challenges. And this, let me point something clear here. The government of the day is doing everything possible to make it impossible for us to campaign. For example, at the moment, you cannot access cash in Nigeria to a maximum length. You cannot access fuel in Nigeria to a particular length. You cannot even access quality representation. You cannot access electricity. You cannot even access, they are making it difficult for you to access your people. We are facing a situation, especially in rural states. Hello?
Hello, we are with
We
you.
are facing, especially in river state, where oppositions are being attacked here and there. And the security agencies are doing nothing about it. When you go for campaign, people are being kidnapped, people are being robbed. And this is the challenge we're having as a Labour Party member. But believe me, the people of Nigeria wants to see a new dawn. And that new dawn they want to see is Labour Party and Dr. Gregory Pitobi. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And to you, Mr. Emeka, can you please address the same questions? If you want me to repeat, I can. My center is on the fact that we know that we have big, giant parties that have been there, and they claim they have structure, and you decide to run from a new party. So, are there difficulties that you are facing? What are the challenges? And what plans do you have to addressing the challenges? And we know the campaign is about getting across to the grassroots. Do you have problems or difficulties getting to the grassroots? And what plans do you have in addressing them? Thank you. Unmute yourself, please. Unmute yourself, please. Thank you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
We can.
We can hear you.
Yeah. Just like what the Anyanwu have just said, we have a lot of challenges facing us here in Ebonyi State of Nigeria. One of the challenges we are having is the financial capacity to match with the present government. The present government of APC have had enough stolen money, and they believe that they will suffer people, they will make our people go hungry, that during the election time, they will come out to give them 1,000, 2,000 for them to get their mandate again. And because of this, people are very hungry. The poverty I've been talking about is nothing to write home about. And people are eager to see whoever can give them anything else. So because of this, we don't have the same strength, we don't have the stolen money to match with them at the rural area. That is number one challenge. Number two challenge is the publicity, the enough publicity to meet the rural areas. When you go to the rural areas, you find out that some of our women are not, some of our women are not using phone. Some of our women are not educated, and we find it very difficult to enrich them. Like those in the capital city, some are using phone, some are on radio, and they can easily get information that will send across. But the people who are in the government, they are everywhere. They have appointees, they have representatives, even in the rural areas, and they're using that to display information to them. So, and it is a very big challenge on how to reach them. So, thirdly, we're also having inadequate security. Security is a lot of challenges we are having here. The government of APC in Ebonyi State are using internal security. They called Ebubag to intimidate our people, to force people to believe in APC because they know they have failed. And even if you go to campaign, they will use security to intimidate you. Even when we raise alarm, they will use internal security bag to intimidate us. But we have decided to rescue our people. We have decided to run this election, knowing fully well that we have been able to do one or two things through our hard working. We have been able to touch one or two lives through our entrepreneurship. And our people are believing on us that if we can ride on the laid down principles of Mr. P2B, that whoever that is working with P2B will be like P2B. Having watched his track record in the past 8 years as a governor of Anambra State, and there is no any other governor in the history of Nigeria since 1999 that have ever left office with such amount. Rather, that governor will borrow money. So because of this, we found out that our people, and so many people found out that P2B is corruptless. That if given opportunity to the people who are working with him, that some of the challenges, some of the poverty that are ravaging our people will be reduced. So I think what we have decided to do is to move down to the rural areas as we are doing. If we are given any little push, having known that P2B is almost in the heart of everybody now in Nigeria, that if we are given any little push, any little assistance from what we have done, I think we are going to do a lot to ensure that our people are participated in this election. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Fellow Nigerians and lovers of Nigeria, you have heard it from these interested, hardworking contestants who have decided to be part of the history of the people that will save Nigeria from consumption to production. Before we go today, I want to hear from my fellow comrades to summarize in 1 minute in their own side what they want Nigeria to know. Mr. Emmanuel Nwachukwu.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who has participated in this very evening show. Our duty here is to make sure that we get everything the candidates are saying very clear and correctly. To my own understanding, the motivation of these people who are now coming into politics, the ones who have done it one time or the ones who are very new at it, the motivation, especially this time, is because somebody like P2B is now in. They can have the broad chance to express their own holiness in mind because from the light P2B is shining, their own light will come out. Most of them wouldn't have even joined the politics if it weren't for P2B being the presidential candidates because of that motivation, that cleanliness they see in him, make them to come out believing that yes, this is the time for them to come and follow to show that Nigeria still have good people. Nigeria still have good people. I am very happy for the explanation. And we all have also heard about their difficulties because we have money bags, corrupt money bags, who they are campaigning against. So it is left for we supporters, to be candidates, and to our very principal people to see how we can challenge ourselves to be able to help them go through those rural areas, go to those unknown areas, as to be able to let their voices be heard to the mamas, the older women, the older brothers, people who are in the rural areas. Like our brother said there, of these people in the rural area, they don't have telephones, they don't know how to use it. So the only way you can get to them is to make sure you go to them. Going to them, you have to have a little resources to go down there as to preach to them, show them where to vote, educate them on what is actually the logo of the party, because it's a new party. That is the difficult challenges that they have to go in depth to educate the people about what to do about Labour Party, the difference between Labour Party and the old APC and the brew.
Thank you. Thank
you very much.
You're welcome. And on this note, I want to summarize today's program by thanking all of you, the contestants, Miss Dawson and Anyanwu and Comrade Emeka Usulo. And I will not forget my fellow comrade, Mr. Emmanuel Nwachukwu. I just want to conclude by saying to Nigerians, please support these candidates. Please, Nigerians, support these honest candidates that have decided to join P2B in saving Nigeria from or redeeming Nigeria from the old evil structure. Remember, the party has not been in the government before, so they have no rooted money. So they need money. They need fund. If you want P2B to be there, if you want Labour Party candidates to be there, you have to support them financially, because they are doing all this with their own money and friends' savings. They have no rooted money. They have no rooted evil money they are spending. They are spending their personal hard-earned money, and they are coming to serve us. So we should help them, we should promote them, and we should mobilize them. Any support you give to these men and women who are what you may call freedom fighters will be rewarded by the Almighty God and by the new Nigeria that we're all hoping to have. So whenever you see a Labour Party candidate, not only that you say to him, I will vote for you, also ask him, how can I help you? Because they have no rooted money. They don't give sheshe. And Labour Party do not give sheshe. And Obi does not give sheshe. Therefore, they need money. All this campaigning they are going from here to here is money. And if don't allow them to run to Godfathers that will now enslave them and enslave the country when they finally are elected. So please, I call on family members of these candidates, I call on friends, I call on relatives, I call on colleagues to come out and support Labour Labour Party candidates, because they are spending their money and they are not bribery. They are not giving any bribery and corruption to anyone. So please, and another thing I want to say before we go, if you look on the screen right now, you will see what you see here right now is what is called ballot paper. On this ballot paper, you don't see P2B's name, and you will not see any of the candidates' name on this ballot paper. All you will see is a picture of three people: Papa, Mama, and Pikin. And in front of that Papa, Mama, Pikin picture, red and green, you will see LP. LP stands for Labour Party. So use your finger after the big thumb, yeah? So vote within the draw box meant for it. Don't go outside the box. It must be within the box. Anything you vote outside the box is nullified. You have wasted that vote. So make sure you vote for LP, Papa, Mama, Pikin. Don't go there and start looking for P2B's name or P2B's picture, or don't go there and start looking for any Labour candidate's name or picture, because it's not going to be there. All you will see there is Papa, Mama, Pikin, and LP standing for Labour Party. And on this note, we want to say thank you, Nigerians and lovers of Nigeria, for connecting with us this evening. Share this broadcast, because many people will learn from it. And on this note, I say may God bless Nigerians, and may God grant Nigerians peaceful and successful election that will introduce Labour Party, Peter, Obi, and Dati, and all the Labour Party and God-fearing people that will make Nigeria a new place, a new heaven, and a promised land. Thank you very much.